Good morning. What's your full name, please?
My name is Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. Can I see your ID?
Sure, here it is.
Great, thank you. Now, let's talk about where you live. Do you live in a house or an apartment?
I live in an apartment. It's a small but cozy place. I share it with my sister, and we really like it because it's close to the city center.
What do you like the most about your apartment?
I love the living room because it has a big window that lets in a lot of sunlight. It's very bright and cheerful, and I enjoy spending time there reading or relaxing.
Is there anything you would like to change about your apartment?
Yes, I would like to have more space, especially in the kitchen. It's a bit small, so cooking can be difficult when both my sister and I want to cook at the same time.
Do you think you'll live in the same place for a long time?
I don't think so. I'd like to move to a bigger apartment in a few years, maybe when I have a steady job.
Now, I'm going to give you a topic, and I'd like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes. Here's a card with the topic. I'd like you to describe a memorable trip you have been on. You should say where you went, who you went with, what you did during the trip, and explain why this trip was memorable for you. You will have 1 minute to think about what you're going to say. Here is a paper and a pencil for making notes if you wish. You can start speaking now.
One of the most memorable trips I have been on was to the mountains. Last year, I went to a place called Jebel Hafeet in the UAE with my family. It was a road trip, and I went with my parents and my younger brother. The journey was really exciting because the road to the mountain was winding and offered beautiful views of the landscape. When we arrived, we explored the area, took many pictures, and had a picnic at the top of the mountain. The weather was cooler than the city, which was a nice change. The most memorable part of the trip was when we watched the sunset. The sky turned orange and pink, and the view from the top was breathtaking. It was a special moment because we all sat together and enjoyed the peaceful atmosphere. This trip was memorable for me because it was a break from my usual routine. I had never been to the mountains before, so it was a new experience. It also brought my family closer because we spent time together, away from the busy life of the city.
Thank you. Now, let's talk about traveling. Do you think it's important for people to travel? Why or why not?
Yes, I think traveling is important because it allows people to experience new cultures and places. It can also be very relaxing and a good way to take a break from work or school. Traveling helps people learn new things, which can make them more open-minded.
How has the way people travel changed in recent years?
I think people now travel more often because it has become easier and cheaper, especially with budget airlines. Also, many people book their trips online, which makes it more convenient. In the past, it was harder and more expensive to travel, so fewer people could do it.